Most people think the book of Revelations is about fear, about endings, about destruction, about things falling apart. The Revelations wasn't written for people to fear. It was written for the descendants of Adam to be aware. It was written for love of humanity. And what was to come? It was written to comfort them. It begins not with chaos, but with a man. John was old. He had walked with Jesus. He had watched his teacher die. He had seen the resurrection change everything. Now John was alone, exiled on a rocky island called Patmos, cut off from community, far from home. Christianity was dangerous. Followers of Jesus were being hunted, imprisoned, killed. And on one ordinary day, the ordinary world broke open. John heard a voice, strong, clear, alive. He turned, and there stood Jesus, not as John remembered him, not gentle and dusty from the road, but radiant, powerful, eternal, eyes like fire, a voice like rushing waters.
Do not be afraid.
That's how Revelation begins, not with terror, but with reassurance.
Write what you see, send it to the churches.
Because the people were tired and scared, wondering if faith was worth it anymore. Jesus speaks to 7 churches, real communities, full of real people. Some were faithful but exhausted. Some were comfortable but drifting. Some were hurting. Some were compromised. Jesus doesn't flatter them, but he doesn't abandon them either. Again and again he says, I see you. I know your struggles. Hold on. And to every church he gives the same promise. To the one who overcomes. The book of Revelations isn't about predicting the future. It's about endurance. Suddenly John sees a door standing open in heaven. He is invited to look beyond Earth's chaos, to see reality from God's point of view. And what he sees first isn't judgment. It's worship. A throne, light, thunder.
Holy, 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 holy is the Lord God Almighty. Holy, 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 holy is the Lord God Almighty.
At the center of everything, there's no panic, chaos, or destruction. There's peace. In God's hand is a scroll, the story of history, sealed shut. No one is found worthy to open it. John weeps. Then he hears a voice. Do not weep. A lamb steps forward, wounded but standing. Jesus. The lamb opens the scroll. History moves forward. As each seal breaks, the world feels it. War, scarcity, suffering, death. Not because God delights in destruction, but because humanity's brokenness finally comes into the light. These are not random disasters. They are the cost of a world that has chosen power over love, greed over justice, violence over peace. Still, God pauses. Before things go too far, a moment of mercy. A reminder, God knows his people. God has not lost control. Warnings echo like trumpets. They are loud, uncomfortable, impossible to ignore. Creation groans, systems collapse, false securities fail. And still, people are invited to turn back. Revelation shows us something hard but honest. God's judgment is not impulsive. It is patient. John sees a vision, a woman, radiant, giving birth to a child. A dragon waits to destroy the child. But the child is taken to safety. The dragon rages. This is the spiritual battle beneath human history, the ancient struggle between good and evil, light and darkness. The dragon is called Satan, the accuser, the deceiver. He is loud, but he is not ultimate. 2 beasts appear, symbols of oppressive power and deceptive influence. They demand loyalty. They reward compliance. They punish resistance. People are marked, not just physically, but spiritually, by what they worship. Revelation is not obsessed with monsters. It's asking a simple question. Who do you give your allegiance to? John sees Babylon, a symbol of corrupt systems built on exploitation, luxury, and pride. It looks powerful, untouchable, until it falls, and the world mourns, not because it was good, but because it was profitable. The Book of Revelations is honest about what happens when a society values wealth over people. While earth mourns broken empires, heaven sings. Because injustice does not get the final word. God does. Then John sees him again. Jesus. Not as a lamb this time, but as a rider on a white horse. His robe is dipped in blood, his own, not his enemies. He doesn't conquer by cruelty. He conquers by truth. The battle ends not with chaos, but with clarity. Evil is exposed. Deception ends. The powers that harm are removed. The dead are raised. Books are opened. Truth is told. This is not about God looking for excuses to condemn. It's about everything hidden finally being revealed. And then, death itself is thrown away. No more endings. John sees a city, not a palace for the powerful, but a home for humanity. God dwells with people. No more tears, no more pain, no more mourning. The story doesn't end with escape. It ends with restoration. The world is made anew.
I am making all things new.
And one last invitation. Let anyone who is thirsty come. Not just the brave, not just the perfect, not just the certain. Anyone. Revelation reminds us, evil does not last forever. Suffering is not the end of the story. Faithfulness matters, even when it feels unseen. Hope is not naive, it's courageous. And above all, Jesus is not absent from the chaos. He is walking through it. This is the Book of Revelations, not a story about fear, but about hope that refuses to die.